Hey everyone, it's Kat and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be testing and reviewing the brand new Dior Rosewood Neutrals eyeshadow palette and Natasha Denona's new Mini Bloom Highlighter Blush. I'm Kat and I'm over 50 years old and I love makeup and skincare products, everything from drugstore to high-end and everything in between. So in case you're interested, then keep on watching. Welcome to Cat's Eye Beauty. And if you're new here, thanks so much for stopping by. Please consider subscribing because I would love it if you would be a part of my family. And don't forget to hit that little notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. Okay, you know I love neutral eyeshadow palettes, and when Dior came out with this Rosewood Neutrals palette, I couldn't wait to get my hands on it. Now, I love drugstore eyeshadows. I love ColourPop. I love everything in between. So it was pretty tough to fork over $49 for this eyeshadow palette. Now, to be fair, it does come with 8 shadows, shimmers, and included is an eyeshadow primer, which I thought was pretty cool. So we are going to test this out, we're going to swatch it, and we're going to create a look today. So let's jump into it. Now, this does come with an eyeshadow primer, but I did put eyeshadow primer on my right eye, and my favorite is the MAC Soft Ochre. And we are going to try this, I haven't even touched it yet, but the colors in this palette are so beautiful. I think they're just so classic and elegant, and I love how they have Dior embossed right into the eyeshadow. But they do have names, and good luck with me reading them because I don't have my specs on. So let's read the specs on the Dior Backstage eyeshadow palette. Now, it's an all-in-one eyeshadow and primer palette with 1 primer and 8 blendable shades in matte and shimmer finishes. This all-in-one eyeshadow palette has everything you need to prime, shade, and highlight for runway-ready eyes. It includes an eye primer that reinforces shadow hold and enhances the look of pigment, and 8 shades designed to blend beautifully and be used as either eyeshadow or liner. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. So let's dive right in to the primer. And I haven't even swatched it yet. Feels kind of waxy, to be honest. And it doesn't smell, thank goodness. And I'm just going to tap some on my eye. Now, I've already done my foundation, and I used the ANASTASIA Beverly Hills foundation. And for concealer, I went in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. And for brows, I went in with Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. We are ready for eyeshadow. That's a look. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this first shade here, which is called Nude. And I'm just going to sweep it all over the lid with my Real Techniques brush. Now this is the MAC Soft Ochre side. And this is just a nice all-over shade. Well, duh, I didn't do swatches. I think we should do swatches, or should we just get into the look? Next, I'm gonna go in with Matte Rosé, which is this center shade right here. I love this shade, it's so beautiful. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swatch it for you. See what it looks like here? That is a beautiful rose shade, and that's gonna go right up above my brow bone. It's such a beautiful, subtle shade of rose. It's not too pink, it's not too glaring. It's that perfect soft color. It seems like the eyeshadow is going on much easier on the eye that I primed with my MAC Soft Ochre. The primer that it comes with, but we're just starting out, Next, I'm gonna go in with this matte shade called Wood. I'm gonna take it on a small MAC brush. There's a little bit of fallout, but I'm not mad at it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go above my crease, since I have hooded eyes, just to deepen that up. And it seems to be going on beautifully. And now I'm going to take a BH Cosmetics brush and just blend. Now on that same MAC brush, I'm going to take Dark Plum, which is this beautiful matte color through here, And I'm gonna sweep it on the outside corners of my eyes. Oh, look at that. Ouch. Beautiful. Owie. Oh, these are so beautiful. And I'm just gonna drag it along my lash line, not all the way in, but I just wanna open up that eye up. Take that clean BH Cosmetics brush and softly blend it in. And drag it over my eyelid. Look how easily that blends. Oh my gosh, beautiful. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 03 Refer brush and take wood right here and smoke out my lower lash line. And then on the same brush, I'm going to go ahead and go in with, it's called Rose, with Rose, and then go over that and smoke it out. Nice. This color is really speaking to me. It is called a metal and it's called Magenta. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that right on my finger. Look at the pigment on that, and I'm just going to tap it onto my eyelid. And it just has such a beautiful, soft rose color to it. And the formula is so buttery. I'm going to take it a little bit up. I'm going to swatch it for you right there. Look at that. It's beautiful. Nice. I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques blush and blend it. Now, on my Morphe brush, I'm going to go back into Plum and line my lower lash line. Pretty. Now, this champagne color here is called Highlighter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch it for you, and let's see what it looks like. It's very subtle, but it's very pretty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it on my tiny Ulta brush, and I'm going to pop it into the inner corner. And then right under my eyebrow, over the brow bone, just so it'll catch the light. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. It's unusual because the colors don't really look like they do when they come out of the palette when you swatch it. They actually come out a little more muted, a little softer, which I don't mind in the least. I think this is beautiful, but we're gonna go ahead and do a wing and put on some mascara. And I'm gonna go in with my Benefit roller liner and just create a tiny wing. Sometimes a little trick that I like to do, if I smoke out my lower lash line and it transfers down lower and I look like I have bags under my eyes, I go in with this matte shade here on my tiny, tiny Ulta brush, and I just, almost like a concealer, and it brightens up that under eye area, right underneath. I feel it adds that extra brightness without all the transfer. Okay, here is the eye look. Now for mascara, I just went in with Marc Jacobs Noir Mascara. I find that this formula is super wet, super liquidy. It adds great length, but it doesn't add a lot of volume. Now the applicator is really big, but I don't actually mind that. I feel like it gets all your lashes in one fell swoop, and I have really stumpy eyelashes, but I'm actually enjoying this formula. But this is the Marc Jacobs mascara called Noir. Okay, now we're gonna go in with Natasha Denona's Bloom Highlighter Blush. When I got this, when I received this, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute and tiny, but it's a highlighter blush. Now, what exactly is highlighter blush? So what they're saying is here, it's a highlighting blush that gives your skin a radiant glow and a sheer translucent finish that's smooth and silky to the touch. It's free of parabens, mineral oil. This product is also vegan and cruelty-free. To help penetrate through the skin barrier, this blush's featherweight, long-wearing formula is comfortable enough for everyday wear. I want you to see this beautiful color. Now, it comes in a tiny compact. I'm gonna swatch it for you. And it's like a coral color. Let's go right here. Now you would think this would have really strong pigment, because when I first saw it, I was like, whoa. And I read the reviews on Sephora and it got almost 5 stars out of 5 stars. I'm gonna take some on the brush and I'm gonna show you how I apply it to my face. Apples of your cheeks, but I'm just gonna hit it a little bit higher and just tap it in. Oh my gosh, do you see how pretty that color is? And it's got just enough sheen without glitter. Oh my goodness, this is pretty. Wow. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. A lot of people were saying it was too pigmented, it was too shiny, but I really think it's quite beautiful. And let's get up in my pores. Do you see that? I don't see any texture whatsoever. And if you've been watching my channel, I love cream blushes and I tend to stay away from powder blushes because I don't want to add any texture to my already mature skin. But this, I think, would be stunning on mature skin. I think it would be amazing on even younger skin. I mean, this is fabulous. Beautiful. I'm just going to put a little bit here. This is absolutely stunning. Now, this retails for $19, I think. Now, just to finish it off, I'm going to go ahead and use my Shiseido self-synchronizing finishing powder and tap under my eyes. And for highlighter, I'm going to go in with Ofra's highlighter, Star Inspired by Samantha March. And I'm just going to go in with this shade right through here and just lightly tap it right here. This packs a lot of punch. And I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose. Just a little bit. Cupid's bow. Ooh. Now for lips, I'm going to go in with Marc Jacobs Slow Burn Lipstick. I find this is the perfect rose neutral for my skin tone, but this is called Slow Burn and also came with a lip lacquer in Sugar Sugar, and I'm just going to put Sugar Sugar right on top. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like peppermint, but this is fabulous lip lacquer. I think it just gives my lips that extra little punch. But yes, final look, everyone. Now, I am actually loving this Dior Backstage eyeshadow palette. It's different from your typical neutral eyeshadow palette because I feel that these rose shades are so muted and so lovely. You can go from an everyday look and transition super easily into a nighttime look, but I love the smoky look that I have today. This is probably my absolute favorite shade, the Matte Dark Plum. It's so rich and so beautiful, and it just blends so easily. I think a beginner would find this palette so easy to maneuver and so easy to blend. The color story is just stunning. As far as the eyeshadow primer, meh, I really don't care for it. I am a hardcore MAC Soft Ochre eyeshadow primer fan. That is my ride or die, and I find that it just holds on to the pigment and just lasts longer, and it just blended so much easier on this side than it did on this side. Now, as far as the Natasha Denona Bloom Highlighting Blush, you already know how I feel about that. It does not add any texture, and I think it just provides that beautiful coral color, and I think it would really complement even deep dark skin tones as well. It's beautiful. I think it's stunning. But yeah, that is my look for today. I hope you enjoyed my little tutorial of the Dior Backstage Rosewood Neutrals eyeshadow palette with the new blush from Natasha Denona. Leave a comment down below if you've ever tried Dior Backstage eyeshadow palettes. I am really becoming a fan, and I know they have 3 other eyeshadow palettes in the neutrals, but I'm a neutrals girl. I absolutely love them, and when this Rosewood Neutrals palette came out, I knew I had to pick it up. Would I pay $49 for it? Absolutely. This is a palette I would reach for every single day. The quality is beautiful. Could the packaging be a little more high-end? I think so. I think it would be lovely if it was just a solid case with a mirror. That would be more, to me, luxury. But, you know, classic, it is what it is. So at least it's recyclable. But I would definitely recommend this, especially if you love neutrals, especially if you love muted pinks and plums. It's stunning. In my next upcoming video, I am going to be testing out a new foundation and a cream blush and highlighter and mascara, all from the same company. And I can't wait to share that with you. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I would love it if you would be a part of my family. And for more reviews on makeup and skincare, check out these videos up here. But for now, mwah, mahal kita, I love you, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.